player and such an elite athlete. But what advice do you give to others that look at this? Is patience the number one thing? Because no matter how great you are at basketball or football, it's a different thing when you're standing there in your underwear with a guy trying to punch your head off.
Patience and managing your expectations. It is very hard to live in this world when people love, like my man said, they love to talk about me, and it makes me want to be so much better and go so much harder, so much faster, but you really do have to take your time. You really do have to take your lumps, and you really do have to understand that this is a process, and you need to go through that process if you want longevity.
Of the guys you beat, I don't think anybody you beat is still in the UFC, so I don't know if you're beating them so bad you're knocking them out, right? But the guy, and then they're putting, it seems like you're getting different kinds of opponents. Volkov, a really elite guy that you're facing, albeit on short notice, and then guys that are, maybe UFC debuting. Do you want to get more on a consistent basis where everybody you're fighting is on that level, and that, you're fighting guys that are, in the top 10 or 15 and not just, this up and down that you've had?
Managing expectations. 2 fights ago, we were just talking about, hey, is Greg Hardy still in the league? Is he going to fight somebody that's good? Is he going to... And 2 fights before that was, well, Greg Hardy's not fighting anybody. He's fighting trash cans. And 2 fights before that, it was, can Greg Hardy fight? So I just feel like, man, it's been a short run since, not this last January or last whenever it was, 2 Januaries ago when we were walking into New York and everybody was like, why are we letting this guy fight? Like I said, I'm exactly where I need to be, man. And it really isn't up and down. I'm fighting people that have better records than me, that have more experience than me, that have more ring time than me, that have fought weaker opponents than me. And I'm overcoming. I'm the underdog in every one of these situations.
And last thing for me, Greg, or Prince, I guess I should say.
Please and thank you.
You got it. Dana said there was a fighter, I can't remember who it was, but a fairly prominent fighter that got cut a couple weeks ago, and he was saying, when you can't win a championship, I'm looking for guys that I believe can win a championship. The fact that you're still here, 3 years later after you came in, does that say something to you that they believe you can still become the UFC heavyweight champion? And do you feel that that is in your future?
I feel like those guys see that I'm here to work, that I'm articulate, I'm awesome, and I appreciate the opportunity, man. And I'm going to make the most of it. Some guys, they go out there and they don't make the most of it. And even if they do sometimes, the business end of it doesn't allow you to do that. And I feel like I've maximized on both ends. And when my time comes, I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to go away. Still going to chase that gold. So I wouldn't say that I'm here because they know that I'm here to chase the gold. I think I'm here because I'm qualified as hell.
Greg, right.
What's up, brother?
Are you still training with Rashad?
Yes, sir.
What do you make of his coming out of retirement, calling for that Logan Paul fight?
Bro, he's going to beat the crap out of. He's been practicing with me, man. I've been at 320 up 4 months ago. He's been wrestling a 320-pound savage and beating my behind for about 6 months, man. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that he would destroy John Jones right now, brother. But I think it's amazing. I think that, wow, who says we got to quit? Like, I'm so happy to be out of the NFL where once you're 28 years old, you're trash.
And then I know you've said you've eyed a career in boxing after this. Lately, we've seen these massive paydays. Even for bare-knuckle boxing, we've seen all these celebrity crossovers into the boxing world. Are you seeing that payday, and are you still looking for that after your MMA career?
We don't care about the payday, brother. We here. I'm getting paid, trust me. I don't show up unless I'm getting paid. But first of all, we're not eyeing anything. We're going to boxing. Hopefully, the big man is going to help me do it, and maybe I get to knock out a Sean Merriman or Ocho Cinco, one of those fake heavyweights that don't really want to play this game with me. But it's very serious. I'm coming for Deontay. Just like in this league, man, I'm coming for Deontay Wilder. I'm coming. Did you see that video of him lifting weights?
Yes.
Oh, my God. That guy can beat me, and he can't take me down? Okay. I'm coming for all of them, bro. This league, that league, and I don't want to choose. If I could fight Volkov and then go fight the Bronze Bomber and then come back and fight Cyril and then come back and fight Fat Lewis, I'd do it. I am going to do it.
So 2 questions. What do you make? Who do you?
One more fat.
Who do you like in the Fury Wilder, and who do you like in Gone Derek Lewis?
Fury Wilder. I got it. Oh, that's a hard question, bro. I love the Gypsy King. I got to go with the Gypsy King, bro. He's a savage. He's the embodiment of Greg Hardy. Never quits. And then I think I'm going for Cyril, bro. I can't support fat. I can't do it. He's gelatinous. He's lazy. I can't root for him. He's a great fighter, but I refuse to do it. Plus, he talks too much trash about me.
For what it's worth, I think he's trying to lose weight. What is the
Popeye's helping him do that.
what's the issue between you and Derek?
He ran his mouth.
So is that a fight you're just destined to have one day?
Say my name, and I'm gonna come for you. The boss is gonna send me, and that's a guy that wasn't mentioned, but decided to grace his fat Popeye's greasy chicken lips with my name when I was a peasant, when I was a young child. What grown man? What would it look like for me to go attack somebody that just came off the Contender Series right now? You'd be like, he's childish. But you guys let that man gyrate, belittle me? Nah, he needs to be handled. He's an ex-con that doesn't know when to shut up. I'm gonna put him down when I need to. And of course, timing's everything. I'm still not there yet, and I'm willing to admit that he is a better man right now, but he's still a fatty.
Taito Ivasa was out here earlier, and he described himself as fat as well, but would you say Derek's in worse shape?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
He's out there videotaping guys robbing his minivan. Well, what is he? He's not even at work. What's he doing? Come on, man. That guy, he's the kind of guy that waits till the third round, plays possum, and then throws a bunch of haymakers, bro. That's MMA to you? He even told you guys. He looked in all y'all's faces and said, I don't really want to do this. I'm not going to learn wrestling. You remember that, right? What if I said that? That's all I'm saying.
Thank you.
Hey, Greg, over here. When you initially called out to Ivasa on Instagram, what did you see about his game that you felt you would have advantages against?
None.
You were just interested in a slugfest?
I'm a savage. I went and sought out another savage that wanted to fight me, that didn't want to go lunging at my knees.
He's a different kind of savage, though, with the whole spitting in the shoe and drinking out of it. I'm looking for your reaction to that practice.
No, bro, hygiene. We ain't drinking. You know what? If I bounce his head off the octagon floor and he offers me a shoey, I'll sip it out of camaraderie. But that crap's nasty. Shout out to Australia. I respect what you guys do. That ain't how I roll, though. That's gross.
You mentioned the criticism that you've taken at different times by the media. Do you keep specific receipts, either for motivation or to want to come back at the end and prove people wrong?
Nah, that quitting thing just hurt me. I literally just heard it yesterday. I was like, and it wasn't even the fact that, I think Tivasa said it. And then some of the other, DC actually said it. He was like, dang, did you, no, like the fact that he asked the question, I was like, what? And the people believing it is what got to me, really. It was like, you guys have seen me time and time and time again, quarter after quarter after overtime, bleed for you guys. Like, why would you believe that?
You're on a different timeline than so many other fighters, obviously, because you came to the sport late and you got a celebrity name and all that. Do you feel any kind of pressure to avoid a loss here to go to a 500 record? That there's any kind of a quicker hook because your fights get much more attention than a guy with your number of fights typically gets?
I'm gonna be 500 if I lose?
In the UFC, excuse me.
Man, I don't know. I don't care. I'm not here to contemplate on losses. I'm here to which is why I was so upset. I'm here to put everything that I have in the ring. I'm here to entertain on the highest level. I could sit here and dance for you, give you the Sean O'Malley, like I'm gonna knock him out in 2. Even when I lose, I don't lose. But that ain't real, guys. I'm the every man's man. I'm the guy that came in here and didn't know anything and told you that I was gonna be here for a long time. And here I am.
Greg, over here on your left. I was just wondering if I could get your prediction for the main event on Saturday.
I want to say McGregor so bad, bro, just because I'm a McGregor fan, but I'm formerly a part of the ATT gang, man, and Dustin Poirier is a savage, so we got to go with Poirier.
Did you have any insight into his camp at all preparing for this?
Nah, I haven't been to ATT in a while. Left there a year and a half ago, so haven't really had any contact with that guy or the gym or his coaches or anything like that.
And we've talked a lot about your desires to transition over to boxing eventually. When we talked to Tai Tuivasa earlier, he kind of laughed off the idea of you competing at a very high level in boxing. I just want to get your thoughts on that.
Like y'all did when I wanted to fight in the UFC. Don't listen to that guy, man. He drinks beer out of a shoe, bro.
Thank Greg.
Hey, Greg, in the back.
I can't see
On
you.
your left.
I can't answer your question either. It's Prince or Mr. Hardy, please, sir.
Apologies, Mr.
No
Hardy.
problem. Yes, sir.
A big part of the fight game is promotion and marketing. Obviously, you're making fun of Sean O'Malley, but it's a big part of McGregor. What got him onto this big stage. And I'm curious how much you think about using the perception of yourself as a villain to that end, like for promotion and marketing purposes.
I'm not a villain. I'm well spoken. I'm pretty. I eat well. I have kids. I'm a great father. I'm a great citizen. I'm an awesome American. I'm a Republican guy. I vote. What kind of villain would I be? I've never been convicted of anything that they said I was. I mean, dude, I'm a regular run-of-the-mill guy that's learning on the way up, taking responsibility for his mess-ups, and taking over, man. If I bow down to this villainous, cowardice, stigma, dogma that they try to put on me, I wouldn't be a prince now, would I? I'd be a peasant.
So you don't want to use it.
I'm a future king, brother. Why would I bow down? God bless you guys. Thank you. This is mine, right?
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Chickas, welcome back. It's been a while, right? I mean, you come in, you get to make the debut, then you got to sit around for 9 months. So what's it been like for you during this time?
Geez, it's been 9 months. Oh well, I mean, it flew past. It's been amazing. I mean, obviously, going back home after a debut like that, it's been amazing. It sparked a new fire. I didn't even think there was a bigger fire available in me. To be honest, I've always been just wanting to go and get better and better. And after that first win, I just realized I want to be even better. I want to keep on doing that. That was great. And training has been amazing. And obviously the first fight not happening was a little bit of a bummer. But, the world's weird place right now. And here we are. Bigger card, same opponent. Everything is the same except for it's bigger.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if it did, like you said, it was completely out of your control, right? But did you start getting worried or concerned at all? I mean, that's, travel restrictions and all these things. I mean, you just start thinking, dude, am I ever going to get back in there?
Oh, well, I mean, you guys won't believe it. South Africa, the COVID's quite bad right there right now. There's like a third wave that came in. So when I left last week, Wednesday, I left South Africa to fly in, and the Sunday before that, the president addressed the nation, and he actually locked down the whole country again in a level 4 lockdown. And we were like, oh crap, it's just happening again 3 days before we fly out. And luckily we had waivers, we had everything, we had our tests ready, we had everything already sorted, the visas were sorted, and we got to go because we were considered essential travelers, and here we are. So when the stars align, they align, and they will align just like that come Saturday night.
Nice. Motivation was there for you, as you said.
And then winter started around, I would say, March, May. Winter started coming in, the cases started getting up, and we got a third variant in South Africa. I don't know too much about this virus. I just hear, a lot of people's getting it, and it's actually quite terrible. There's so many people in South Africa getting it, and people are dying. It's a much more serious variant, apparently. But our gym stayed open. The gyms were to close for more than 50 people at a time, or for a certain amount of people, a week before I flew out. Which means I was already perfect, so me and my coach could still train, we could do pads, and we could still be 2-3 guys on the mat and do what we had to do. So I had a perfect camp, everything was great, the timing, everything just worked out perfect. So there was no backyard training for this one. There was no restrictions. But when I get back, there sure will be.
Nice. The opponent, as you said, getting to fight the same opponent, that you were playing for. Was that important to you? Like, did you ask, like, hey, can we keep this opponent, or did it matter to you?
Yeah, well, when I felt so bad because I had to cancel the fight, and I'm not a guy that pulls out of fights. It rarely happens, and I felt so bad for Trayvon firstly, and obviously for myself.